After all the debates, all the controversy surrounding the Oscars, we have our results. A lot of people were expecting the night to go in infinitely many ways, and I do have to admit that there were things that struck me as surprising and well done, but not everything was perfect. This video is one of two videos I'm making about the Oscars, and this one deals with all the controversy surrounding them. Stay tuned for my other video, which will deal with the nominations and winners specifically. Naturally, the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite campaign is going to be the hottest topic talked about this year. With practically every nomination going to a white artist, the lack of black mentions was definitely noticeable, especially with movies like Concussion, Creed, and Straight Outta Compton being so good as they were. But is it really 100% justified that these movies and artists were not mentioned at the awards this time around? To explain my question, we need to go into detail about the different arguments for and against the Oscars. The side that most people have taken is that there should be equal opportunity for people of all different skin types, sexual preferences, background, etc. But more than that, when people see a stellar performance such as Michael B. Jordan's in Creed, they want said performance to be recognized by the highest honor, or at least mention of it. Of course, this is very understandable, but there are a couple things we have to take into account before we jump to the conclusion that because some of our favorite movies this year were not nominated, that the Oscars, and perhaps Hollywood as a whole, is racist. Please note that everything I say further on is objective, and I will provide my own beliefs after I have explained everything. First of all, as much as I hate to admit it, the Academy Awards are an opinionated show, just like any other award show. There will always be opinions and awards that some may feel are not rightfully deserved, or that should have gone to other people. This year, the members of the Academy obviously favor the nominees given over other possibilities, but this may not have necessarily been because of racism. Most people may disagree, but the fact is that it could be a possibility. In addition, we have to look at the facts of previous Oscar shows. There have been several mentions, nominations, and of course wins for multi-ethnic artists. Examples of this include Jamie Foxx, Will Smith being nominated twice, 12 Years a Slave winning Best Picture, Lupita Nyong'o winning Best Supporting Actress, and the winner for Best Song going to Glory in the last year's Oscars. In fact, this year Alejandro Inarritu won Best Director for The Revenant. There have definitely been places where the Oscars have recognized multi-ethnic filmmakers and artists for their talents. Just this year, it may not have been necessarily black artists. Truth be told, this year is the first year in a very long time where diversity has not been very clearly present, seeing how the Oscars have usually never faced this problem in the past several years. But aside from acknowledging various racial backgrounds, this year there were many nominations and awards given out to nominees who are of the LGBT community or portrayed such a character, taking Sam Smith and Eddie Redmayne for examples. The last obscure or overlooked point is perhaps the most controversial, as there will definitely be people arguing against it. Nevertheless, it does factor into the equation and therefore must be stated. Let's say you had to pick 5 people to represent any given award. Do you pick the top 5 most qualified people to receive the award? Or do you take out someone and throw in the 6th best candidate, as he or she is the one that satisfies several other people's demands, but by definition will not be the best fit for the award? It's important to know that this is a hypothetical example, and it does not mean that any of the multi-ethnic artists this year did not stack up well against other candidates, but it is something to think about. That about wraps up all the arguments for the Academy this year, but there's no denying the presence of the other side. The strong lack of ethnic and racial diversity is a huge indicator that the Academy and its members have a strong preference for white film artists. Moreover, I, along with countless others, have also had strong opinions on who I think should have been nominated or who should have won the award in previous years. Would it surprise you to know that See You Again from Furious 7 by Charlie Puth and Wiz Khalifa was not nominated for Best Song, or that Star Wars received no Oscars? Looking over several trends, it's very apparent that the Academy Awards favor the drama category of films, which is understandable to a certain degree since drama films tend to be much more crafted in their storytelling and generally are reviewed better by critics and fans alike. But at the end of the day, it's imperative we remember the immense honor to receive an Oscar, or to even be nominated for one. Personally, I believe it to be an extreme honor just to be invited to the show. What we all want out of prestigious award shows is for everyone to have an equal chance of receiving them, despite their racial background, sexual preferences, or any other aspect about them that does not factor into the passion and dedication they spend into their work, hoping that fans like us take the time to watch and enjoy their masterpieces. If you like that video, you would do me a huge solid by leaving a like down in the like section below. Or if you like that video, a lot more than just a like. Please subscribe to watch more of my videos. Now that I have a better format and a better way of doing these videos, I will be posting more of them. Like I said, I will have my part 2 of my Oscars conversation, talking specifically about the nominees and the winners this year, coming out soon as well. And stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe to give me YouTube money, and peace out.